I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be making this video, that ultimately I wasn't going to be able to stick to the 4 rules that I set myself. So that was the 2-hour app limits, that was downtime at 9 p.m, it was to read in bed sometime around 9:30 p.m, and leave my phone charging downstairs when I went to bed at night. I was worried for 2 reasons. One, that I wouldn't be able to stick to those limits, but 2, that the stats wouldn't really marry up, that my sleep actually hadn't improved, and everything I've been telling everyone was absolutely untrue. But the fact is, I am Mr. Smug at the moment. I have managed to keep to the 2-hour limits, which has been the absolutely crucial one on this. If we have a look here, it's 1 hour and 18, 67% down from last week. And this is one I was really smug about. No Twitter to be seen. I mean, that was my big problem. Doom scrolling, looking through everything on Twitter. So I'm really smug at Google Apps. Google Maps, sorry, is my most used app on there. As to the impact it's had on me, it's been absolutely fantastic, and I'll show you the stats in a moment. But the most important thing in terms of my mental health, I genuinely have felt an impact on it. But in terms of my sleep, my wife tells me that I babble in my sleep sometimes, kind of slightly fractious babbling, whinging, moaning. As you can imagine, she absolutely loves that. So she tells me I hadn't done that once this week, so that's been absolutely huge. And actually, the stats do bear it out. So if I pull up my my Fitbit stats for my sleep, and of course the stats won't tell everything, but so I went through my previous week. We're looking at 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, and scores in the 70s. So I started it all on the Sunday night. Instantly, we've got a 75 rating and the 7 hours and 43 minutes, which is an instant improvement. You've got 73, 74, 79, but it's the times that are most important. I'm sleeping for more than 7 hours. I then get up to 83, which is absolutely fantastic. And the last one there, 7 hours and 26. But this is a really big one. My last night's sleep. So I've been adopting it all week. Saturday was a day when I was out and about, spending time with loved ones, enjoying myself, not on my phone. And the result is probably the best night's sleep I've had in bloody ages, frankly. We're at 87 there. I slept for 8 hours and 21 minutes. I think I was up at about 6:45 this morning. Went to bed relatively early for a Saturday night. 1 can of beer, so I did allow myself some alcohol, but not much. But just not being on devices, my sleep absolutely transformational. And like anyone that's addicted to a smartphone, when one of the apps tells me I've done a good job and pats me on the back, I'm delighted. So I intend to keep it up. I've increased the app limits to 3 hours to give myself a bit more leeway, but I feel so chuffed about the improvement of my sleep, the improvement of my mood. I really need to continue to practice what I preach moving forwards. I should lay down the gauntlet. If anyone's watched these videos or follow us on B5 Consultancy, you know what we're so passionate about keeping people safe online, about good habits, etc. If you want to challenge yourself, if you want to give yourself a week to try and do what I did, and let us know how it impacted your sleep or mental health, any tips that you have, how it worked for you, we'd love to hear your feedback.